Well, hi guys, it's that time. It's our Bible Teaching Snippet of the day. As you can tell, I'm in my car and I'm over in Cordova, Tennessee. Today I came out for no other reason but specifically to drive into town to meet my mother-in-law and have lunch with her. We have a standing lunch date every Friday. If we can't do it on Friday, sometimes we'll do Saturday. But today I want to tie in what I'm going to talk about to me coming out today just to have lunch with my mother-in-law. Now, yesterday, I was in the book of Matthew, and I talked to you a little bit out of chapter 6, verses 33, and it says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God, and what He wants, and what He knows is right." That word, and His righteousness, what that actually means is, and what God says is the right way to live, okay? So I want to talk to you just a little bit. I want to go over to Matthew chapter 10, and today I am going into verse 7 and 8 and talk to you about this. This is Jesus, so it's in red, and of course you know that if He says it, it's truth, right? So I'm going to just read it, and then I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? Verse 7, "And as you go, preach and proclaim, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely you have received, so freely give." Okay. What Jesus is telling us as we go about, we are supposed to proclaim and tell people about the kingdom of heaven. The issue that we have is we don't understand what the kingdom of heaven is. Many religions, including our evangelical churches, think that preaching the kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven is having a sign on the sidewalk that says turn or burn, turn or burn. That is not the message of the kingdom of heaven. I'm going to tell you what the kingdom of heaven is and the kingdom of God, and that message that we're supposed to be telling people. We are supposed to be telling people that God's power, His authority, His reign and rule is superior to everything on this earth. Anything that is hurting, oppressing people, God is the answer to that because He has overcome that, and the kingdom of heaven is in us. And when we walk into a room, the kingdom of heaven has walked into that room. I like this. I was listening to some Jesus culture music, and the guy said, "I know that your hearts burn because you're a game changer. You, everywhere you go, you change things." And what he was saying that we were game changers is because when a Christian walks in the room, a true believer, not somebody that just goes to church on Sunday, okay, and we're just singing Kumbaya until we die and drag into heaven. No, I'm talking about somebody who radically loves Jesus, is a follower of Jesus, and believes that we are supposed to role model and be like Him. We're supposed to act like Him, talk like Him, treat other people the way He treated them, to love people. You know, Jesus said the greatest love that a person can have is to be able for a man to lay down his life for someone else. And I'm going to give you an example of laying down your life today. But what Jesus was telling us to do is we would go around and proclaim. That's what the word preach means, is to proclaim that the kingdom of heaven has come, and it has come near to that person today. And we prove that the kingdom of God is superior and has reign and rule over everything by doing exactly this, the next verse, what Jesus said. We heal the sick, we cleanse the leper, which we here in the United States don't see leprosy anymore, but they still do in other countries, by the way. But we raise the dead, we cast out devils, and what He said is that He freely gave us the kingdom of God, for us to freely give away the kingdom of God to others by doing these things. So what, as Christians, we are supposed to do, real, true, blue believers, in Jesus Christ, we're supposed to be doing the exact same works that he did and even greater. He said that, not me. Jesus said believers would do greater works than him. He just set the role model in place for us, and we are supposed to, in unknown numbers, replicate him and do what he does. So let me tell you a story about freely I have received and freely I give, and everywhere I go the kingdom of God goes with me, and I manifest being a son of God and show the world that the kingdom of God has come near to them that day and stepped into their day-to-day life. Today, as I got through eating and my mother-in-law and I were leaving, I noticed not my server but a different lady in the restaurant was limping really bad, but she was still there working, and she works every time I'm in the restaurant. She's there, and she has served us before. She's a very wonderful lady, sweet, always, but she works 7 days a week because she's trying to support her kids on her one income, and she's limping really bad. And I told my server, I said, I want to grab her because I need to lay hands on her. And guys, I pulled the lady to a private corner because it's not about making a show. And I said, God don't want you to be in pain today. He wants you to be healed. And I laid hands on her, spoke to her knee, commanded the pain to leave her body and for her knee to be healed. Friends, this is what Jesus meant by the kingdom of heaven has come near to people. And freely I was given, so freely I should give. I put the lady out of pain so she can work and make a living for her kids and not limp and hurt till 10 o'clock tonight. And she's been totally healed. She's not going to have pain anymore in that knee. So God bless you. And I might be on tomorrow and I might not. I probably will. I'll be at home. So anyway, I'll see you again right here on Facebook. I love you. Bye-bye.